Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Infinite Crypto Cruisers. For some reason, I was thinking I was supposed to have this sucker turned like this when I was live. Nope, it's telling me to do it this way. So, hey folks, how y'all doing? Man, this has been a long time coming. I think I am almost 2 months out since I made the last video. And so hopefully person or two will join on here and jump in on the live stream. Maybe we get a little bit of a discussion going, a little bit of a chat. Looks like somebody just hopped on. Hey, how's it going? Hope whoever is joining me live here is doing well. So, folks, why am I going live? Well, I tell you why. Part of the reason is I'm in supposed to be sunny California right now, and instead I got caught in a little bit of a rainstorm, and so I am just out here in California this week, actually for a couple of weeks, maybe even closer to a month, doing some solar sales. So I kind of mentioned it on Around the Blockchain back a couple of months ago when I was on Around the Blockchain, and I've got some new stuff going on. So for those of you that didn't know, yeah, man, I've been working in solar. I working with a company called Koya Solar. I am an independent contractor, so I still have control of all of my own hours. And I'm not an employee. I don't have somebody telling me what to do all the time. But folks, part of the reason that I did that is I just kind of got tired of spending all of my assets. Any wealthy person in the world out there will tell you that your assets are supposed to be helping you earn and create more assets. And, literally for the last year and a half, I've been having to spend my crypto in order to live. As you guys know, this YouTube channel being newer, it's not creating, any sustainable income to, of any, significant means and that kind of stuff. So anyways, man, long story short, I've just been so focused in other directions. I got tired of spending my crypto, and I also got tired of not being able to buy any. And so I really want to putting myself in a position through working with this company to not only not only be able to quit spending the crypto that I was in order to live, but also put myself in a position where I could be buying some. Because folks, on to the next topic. I'm only about 3.5 minutes into this, but one of the things that is an interesting aspect, of being a YouTuber. So, it's pretty common in just about every video. We're always talking about, hey, this is not financial advice. We are not financial advisors. Don't do it, don't necessarily do anything that we're doing. This is just for educational purposes and so on and so forth. But at the same time, folks, it's exciting when you see some of the people that are following you jump into some of the tokens that you're talking about and do exciting things. It's also, it can be a little frustrating, even though here we are, we tell you it's not financial advice. It's, also on the flip side, though, it can be a little bit frustrating when you really make some great calls and put some, fantastic things out there. And, as far as nobody bought any of them because you would think that had they, you would be hearing about it. So for instance, a couple of months ago, I talked about a token called Dimitra, and the ticker for that token was DMTR. And at the time that I talked about it, it was at one of its all-time lows at right around 0.003, or about 0.3 of a cent. The last time I looked at it, it was at about 3 cents. So even in this crazy crypto market where it seems like everything is losing money, that token, had you bought it, would have 10x'd for you already. You could have put $1,000 into it and sold half of it for $5,000 and still been free rolling on the other, 5,000. So sometimes as a YouTuber, when you're really wanting to help people, it can kind of get a little demoralizing, if you will, when it doesn't really feel like anybody is actually taking any of your, information to heart. A lot of times it kind of feels like I'm guilty of it too, where we just get on, we're looking to watch something, get some entertainment, and not necessarily, you can't go buy every single token that every YouTuber is talking about. Even, nobody's really got that kind of money. If you've got enough money to go buy every token that you hear about on YouTube, then you probably don't even need to be buying tokens. But it is kind of nice to have some of the members profiting, from my hard work and the research and everything that I got going on. The other token, or the other project that I mentioned, there was a token or an NFT called Soul City Poker. And I did a deep dive, and I had the owner and founder of Soul City Poker on the channel. I only had one or two of you reach out that was interested in actually playing poker, which is cool. I understand not everybody wants to play poker, but I also talked about in these videos how there was a donkey NFT, the Generation 1 donkey NFT, that was that got you part of the poker rake every single week. You get anywhere from about 2.5 tenths of a Solana. Now it's all the way up to almost half a Solana a week that you get for owning one of these donkeys. Now there's only 777 of them in existence. But if you go back and look at my videos from probably 3 or 4 months ago now, those donkeys were running. I bought one, at the time for a little over 21 Solana. That right now, the floor, the last time I looked a couple of days ago, the floor on that was up to 99 Solana from 21 or 22. So man, that sucker has 4 going on 5x, and I've gotten anywhere from 0.25 now going on about half a Solana in passive income or rewards every single week. Every single Monday, I have this hit my account just for owning the donkey. So that's another one that was fantastic. A third one was coffee and crypto NFT coffee mugs. I had the owner and founder of the channel on. I did a deep dive on them. Now I know it looked a little bit risky. Everybody's got their own parameters. When I had the owner of the company on there, he was smoking a joint while he talked to me, which, isn't my style. And that might have kind of made me a little bit nervous if I was you guys too. But at the time, the coffee and crypto NFT coffee mugs were selling for 1 Solana. And now they're selling for anywhere from about 6.5 to 9 Solana. So folks, my point is there's definitely some great opportunities still in all of this crypto craziness. And so I definitely highly recommend. I appreciate you guys. I love you. I'm glad that you take the time to watch my channel. But please do me a favor. Like I say, we all got to say, hey, this ain't financial advice. It's part of what we got to do. We can't really go out and tell you, hey, you guys really need to buy this. You should put your money into it, because unfortunately, man, we do that, and then there's times that we're wrong too, and we just can't open ourselves up to the lawsuits, to the pain, to the people yelling at us in the chat. And also, one of the things that I always preach is extreme, responsibility. You can't we don't ever want to be responsible for your success, in the sense that I'm never gonna just directly, if somebody tells me, hey, should I buy this, I'm gonna tell them, hey, I'm buying it and I really like it and this is what I like about it. But I'm never really just gonna tell somebody, hey, you should go buy that token right now, it's amazing, because inevitably it'll go down the next day. Like say I tell you to buy a token at $1, and you go buy it, and then a week later it's down to 65 cents. You're pissed at me because it's down 35%. Now, granted, 3 months from now it's at $5 and you love me, but in the moment you're not very happy with me, especially if it came off like I was kind of, telling you what to do and basically kind of almost like guaranteeing that something would go up and then you buy it and it goes down by 20, 30, 40%. So I can never get on here and just super say, hey, you got to go buy this right now, because I never know for sure what the fluctuation is going to be. Even with that Dimitra, I think it had a little bit more pain after I did those videos. It went down a little bit further. But anybody that had bought it at 3 or 4 tenths of a cent is extremely happy now that it's at 3, 4 cents. In fact, it peaked all the way up as high as about 5 cents, and then it came back down to earth a little bit. But had you bought it right when I first talked about it and had John, the founder of Dimitra, on, you would have probably at least 10x your money. And if you'd have caught the peak at 5 cents, you might have, came closer to 15, 16, 17x in your money. So with that, folks, what I'm saying is I appreciate you coming on. You obviously value my opinion a little bit, or you just like looking at my nice bald head, whatever it is. I appreciate you being here, but I also love the success story. So do me a favor, folks, if you do buy some of these tokens and you have seen some success, if you bought some Dimitra and you 10x'd your money, it's always great to hear about it in the group Telegram chat. You can always just DM me. You can hit me up in the comments here on Facebook. So if you bought a donkey and you've seen some of that explosive growth, you paid 25 or 30 Solana for a donkey and now it's worth 100 and you're earning that passive income. Or if you're doing Greg Nowak won some Dimitra at less than a penny. I think you got about $50 worth, right? 25 or $50 worth. And so I don't know if you sold any of it when it was up at, 3, 4, 5 cents, but it's definitely, up there a ways. So I'm glad that you're on there. But yeah, folks, remember, us YouTubers love hearing about your success stories. And hey, man, I'm okay with you bitching and complaining a little bit too if I talk about a token and it doesn't go well. So with that, folks, like I say, part of the reason that I got on here, been kind of a rough day. So one of the ways that we generate leads in the solar business, one of the best ways, even though it's one of the hardest ways in the world, is actually just knocking on doors. You knock on a door when the homeowner comes, you just kind of explain to them why you're there, how you can help them. And, then really what we're doing is setting an appointment for somebody else to come back with all of the facts and figures and the numbers and the schematics and everything to see if it's really worth, them doing. So I'm out here in California knocking on doors, and we got caught out in some pretty crummy weather today, a little bit of a rainstorm, and it had been on my mind, man. I've been meaning to make this video for a month. Like after I hadn't put any content out on the YouTube channel for about 2-3 weeks, going on a month, I was like, man, you got to get back on the YouTube channel, because that's where my heart is. That's what I really love. That's where my passion is. This solar is just kind of a means to an end, man. It's an ability to provide for my family without having to sell my crypto, and then hopefully be able to put another $50,000 or $100,000 into crypto before the next bull run. Because man, you can get 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, whatever it is that's comfortable for you. You can get that into the market before the Bitcoin halving in March of 2024. Man, you realize it's March right now, March 15th or whatever of 2023. We're like 1 year away from the halving, folks. 1 year will go by in the snap of a finger. I don't know how many of you, when we just celebrated, Happy New Year's back on December 31st, how many of you said to yourself, holy smokes, 2022 went by so fast, I can't believe it's gone. Well, that's going to happen with 2023 too. And I tell you, folks, the world itself has a lot of misery and a lot of stuff going on in it, but I believe that crypto is going to be one of the brighter things that happens in the financial markets the second half of 2024 going into 2025. For those of you that got invested into the Whitley IO private sale, I just put a memo out. There was an update by Grant Wise talking about some AI that they're implementing into the platform. For all of you guys that have been paying attention, the artificial intelligence, the AI tokens are another bright spot in the cryptocurrency community, and just kind of, in stocks and stuff too. They're one of the asset classes that has actually been doing pretty well. Do me a favor, folks, if you're watching this live, hit that like button for me. Smash that like button to see if we can get a few more likes and get this pushed out to a few more people. Hopefully the folks that come in and watch the replay will enjoy this a little bit too. But man, there really is some positive things and some excitement. If you're not excited for 2024 and 2025, then get back and watch more of my videos, because there's no guarantees in life, folks, but I am still 100% all in on crypto. It is my future. The only reason I'm doing something outside of crypto is to increase my crypto holdings and increase, what I've got going on in life. And I also wanted to be, I think it's important as a leader to do the things that I'm telling you to do. So how many times, if you've been watching my channel for a while, how many times have I told you, hey, go drive for Uber at night, go get a job as a waiter or waitress in the evening, have a garage sale, sell your second car if you really don't need it, sell your car, do whatever you got to do to get some money together to invest. And unfortunately, the whole time I was telling you guys to do that, and while I think it's fantastic advice, I was in a position where I was spending my crypto, spending those assets to live instead of being able to buy more. So I feel like I'm more true to my word, and that I'm being a better leader and somebody that you guys can really appreciate and follow, by getting my butt out here and hustling and trying to earn some money to better my and my family's lives. So with that, folks, I think this was a good start. We're closing in on about 20 minutes. This was a great start. When I'm on the phone like this, it's not as easy for me to type in, and the responses just kind of pop up real briefly and then they disappear. So for all of you that have been commenting, I appreciate you, and I apologize if I didn't get a chance to shout out each and every one of you individually. But like I say, it's not like when I'm on the computer and I can see everybody's chat there the whole time. It's just kind of pops up every once in a while and then it's gone. So I love you, and I appreciate you all for being here. Appreciate you for hitting that like button. And hey, there we go. It just popped up again, man. Greg, thank you for being here. GT Nuts, incredible hustle. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. The Deadwood, have fun and be honest and true to your core beliefs. We will respect that, man. I appreciate that. So yeah, thank you all for being here. And I look forward. I've been out of the crypto market a little bit while I've been putting all of this time in and all of this energy into learning this new business, if you will. I am basically an independent business owner. I'm a 1099 employee, and I just work under the umbrella of another great company, but I am technically my own boss. And so, like I say, there's been a lot of learning, a lot that goes into this. So I haven't been super immersed in the cryptocurrency, happenings. I mean, obviously I keep a finger on the pulse, and I've heard about the SBV or SBC, the bank that collapsed. I know that there was a day or two where people were pretty worried about USDC. That looks like it's kind of come back to its peg and looks like it's hanging in there. But my point is, folks, is I do have a couple of tokens in the back of my mind, some stuff that I've been looking at recently that I'm excited about. And so I just wanted to say hi to everybody and let you know that I'm not gone for good, man. Yeah, I took a little bit of a hiatus, but you will be seeing more and more of me again. And I look forward once, just like I said in all of my previous videos, I look forward to getting to that finish line with you guys in 2024 and 2025 and getting back to that lifestyle and that dream lifestyle that we're all looking looking to have and that crypto can get for us. So with that, folks, God bless. Have a great day. It looks like the rain might have stopped on me, a little windy, but it looks like the rain might have stopped. So I'm going to get back out there and knock on a few more doors before we call it a night. And I will see you again real soon, man. God bless and take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.